Hey everyone, good morning. In this video, I'm going to show you how to trade in Iron Butterfly step by step. It's a live entry, so you can get a feel for how real premium prices are moving based on real price action and how I actually traded this. I don't trade very many strategies, but of the few that I do, this one is the most difficult to master. So paper traded a ton, watch lots of videos, and just start with one contract, please. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, then it's important that you know that I am trading on a 0 DTE time frame, meaning that all the options I'm trading expire that same day. 0 DTE is a world of its own in terms of options trading. Everything that you know about options trading in any other time frame is sped up here, and any other rules that you have defined in other time frames must be adhered to with incredible discipline here. All right, it was too loud out there on that trail. In the past, I have only ever traded the Iron Butterfly based on two different strategies. The first is the Jim Olson IronFly. If you're an OG, you know what I'm talking about. It's an entry right at the opening bell. You set a quick $150 profit target, a stop loss the same size as whatever credit you took in, and you're pretty much in and out of the trade very quickly, win or lose. It's fast. I'll link a video where I discussed that strategy and my results here. The second way is what I call a lunchtime IronFly, and I got this idea from Tammy Chambliss, another pretty popular 0 DTEer, and some backtesting that she shared. So in short, it's an entry at 11:30 Eastern, which is a lunchtime in New York, whereupon the market supposedly has less volume, tends to be less volatile, and the price action sometimes moves sideways or chops around, which is ideal for an IronFly, right? And in her backtesting that she used a 12% profit target and a 30% stop loss. I don't think I ever made a YouTube video on that, but I do still like that strategy. I will link an Instagram video that I did in the comments section below. I am attracted to trades that have fixed time entries. So enter at the bell, enter after 15 minutes, enter at 11:30. I need easy, I need robotic. I am not good at technical analysis. So having said all that, even though the Iron Butterfly, in my opinion, is one of the more difficult strategies to master, it's worth learning. In this video, I only risk $350 to make $500. I mean, I just don't know how else or where else you can do that. Before we dive in, please give this video a like if you're into this kind of content. And let's get started. I'm going to enter this trade on the platform WeBull. Why WeBull? Because they make it stupid easy. And I trade this from my phone all the time. So let's get started. I'm about to go really fast. All right, from the home screen, tap watch list. Then I'm going to tap the ticker symbol SPX. Then I'm going to tap options. And by default, my strategy is already selected or set to Iron Butterfly. If it's not set to Iron Butterfly, obviously choose it. I'm going to change the width of the strikes to 30. I only ever trade 30 or 40 wide Iron Butterflies. And I'm going to choose the short strike 4550. The market's trading at 4558, by the way. So in the left-hand side, I'm looking for 4550 as the middle two strikes. So I'm going to select that. And then I'm going to change the side to the sell side. And I'm just going to be patient here a little bit. So you can see that the mid price is 1950, 1970. These will have a very wide bid asks because it's 4 legs. And since I am the seller of this credit spread, I want the highest credit possible. So I'm usually pretty patient with my entries. I'm going to ask a limit price of $20. Even though the mid price right now is pretty far away from that, I don't like to chase my entries. So I'm pretty patient and I'll let my orders work for a while, 10, 15 minutes. If it gets away from me, it gets away from me. The trade wasn't meant for me, and I'll just let it go and cancel it and try again another day. So I'm going to let my order work here at $20 for a while, and we will see if this fills. All right, I'm speeding this up a little bit, and I'm going to cover my account information on this confirm screen with very important information, which is what is the buying power required of this trade, your max loss and your max gain. And I'll put the calculation on the screen somewhere here. In short, this trade is going to cost $1,000 of my buying power. That's also the max loss. The max gain is $2,000. So here's my order working, and I'll come back when it's filled. Now that my order has filled, I'm going to immediately set up my buy to close order, my take profit order. So go back to your assets screen, tap SPX, then tap buy to close. And I almost always take profit at $1.50. Like that's my go-to take profit price. So $20 minus $1.50 is $18.50. And I'm just going to send this order as a sort of placeholder for now. And let me make sure my account information's not showing. And this is the screen that I sort of monitor the price from. All right, so I have been in the trade for about 50 minutes or just under an hour. Again, this is the candle I entered the spread on, so about 7:15. And again, my short strike is 4450, so I would love for the market to come back down here. And because I have a lot of conviction that it will, I'm going to increase my profit target, and I'm going to change my working order from 1850 to 1650. So I just tapped modify. I'm changing that limit price, and I'm tapping buy. The trade is about $100 in profit, as you can see from the mid price. So I'm just going to leave this order working, and I will come back to check on it in a little. For my stop loss, I like to use fixed dollar amounts. I almost always use $350. So if the price of this spread touches $23.50, I will look to cut it. I like knowing exactly when I'm entering the spread, I'm willing to lose $350 or, the dollar amount before I enter the spread. So at its worst here, the spread was against me about $3. So if it were to touch $23.50, which it didn't, I would look to start cutting it. So other people use percentages, like that is the Tammy Chambliss way that I mentioned earlier, or Jim Olson uses, like if he took in $20 of credit, if the spread touched 4470, which is the short strike plus $20, then that's where he would stop out. So how you choose your stop is up to you. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes since I left you, and SPX is now at 4455, which is great and close to my short strike. I'm about $200 in profit, and I'm going to change my buy to close order a final time to $15, which if filled would be a net gain of $500. I just have a lot of conviction that it will move back close to the opening range. Well, we're back in the opening range now. So I will come back if this fills. All right, so my buy to close order has filled. Cue the cash register. Here's where I entered. Here's where I exited. That trade took me about almost 3 hours, but I only used $1,000 to make 500. So I'll be back for thoughts later. I'm not sure if that was too much information or too little information. It's hard condensing 3 hours of trade into 6 minutes of video. But truly I can and do trade these from my phone. It's just one order in, one order out. I feel like if you go through the trade 4 or 5 times, it clicks. Let's go through some takeaways. $500 is a big, aggressive ask of a $1,000 margin trade. That was awfully greedy of me. The reason I put on that trade was because the opening range candle was a doji. And because of that, I had a lot of conviction that the day would not be a trending day. A trending day meaning that price action mostly moves all in one direction, either all up or all down. Trending days are not easy days for the iron butterfly. They can still work, but you just would have to find those pockets of time where price consolidates before it continues on its main trend. Even though the margin requirement and my max loss in that trade was $1,000, in my mind, I'm only risking $350 because I am a disciplined trader. I always honor my stop loss rules. In fact, I think if you know me or you're in our Discord, you know I'm overly sensitive to my stops. It's my flaw as a day trader is I often cut trades too soon. I'm not good at sitting with my losers. I'd rather just accept that I was wrong, get rid of the trade, and try again another day. I'm not really good at sitting with my winners either, to be quite honest. Like, I'm not good at letting my winners run. But my point is that I risked only $350 to make $500. And for that reason alone, I will always continue to trade the iron butterfly. Final takeaway. I don't trade these every day. Maybe not even every week. I wait for the perfect setup. I wait for the perfect pitch. If the pitch isn't perfect, I don't swing. That's it. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.